Moving on to the next category that we have here is the category of social communication bot. So I'm going to give you a bit of a context of how this came about. So do sit still and just listen into this. Social skills are among, or if not one of the most important skills for anyone to master as we grow. Right? And persons with intellectual disabilities, or PWIDs in short, are no different. Understanding socially appropriate behaviors and communication is a huge part of our daily lives. Minds, our community partner for PWIDs, provides support for them to develop these social skills effectively. PWIDs, however, when learning to adopt these socially appropriate behaviors, may become overly zealous when making friends. Sometimes they send one text too many at a go, or continuously call someone, which could create friction when the recipient doesn't have context. How might we then use technology to support our friends with PWID to practice socially appropriate behaviors in communication? Right, and the first team to share a little bit more on how to effectively communicate their brilliant ideas with you is our first team, Team Sapphire. Let's give them a big hand. Let's go. So cute.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. We are students from Bourne Secondary School, and today we are here to talk about GABA.
GABA!
So you might be wondering, what is GABA? Well, basically, GABA is a communicative tool where users, aka the intellectually disabled, can talk about how they are feeling to the bear after identifying their emotions using an emotion wheel, as you can see here. So after identifying the emotions and talking about it, they feel like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders because because you have like this feeling that someone's always there for you to always listen to your rants. So after listening to after talking to the recorder, the guardian, aka the community partner, can replay the audio and listen to how they are feeling and about their rants lah. So after hearing their rants, this can help the community partner understand and empathize with the user because, like, let's say for example, so and so is sad. So after they replay the video, they can know ways to help them cope if such event happens again in the future. But also fun fact, did you know GABA is an informal way of calling a friend in South African? Moving on to initial ideas. Initially, we wanted the bear, as you can see here, to play certain musics when the buttons were pressed. But unfortunately, due to the time constraint, we were unable to make it a reality. So this is our actual prototype we made. So you can see a sketch there and also a prototype we made here. So the prototype consists of an emotion wheel in front and also a recorder at the back.
Okay, so GABA has several parts about it. So I'll go through the emotion wheel first. The emotion wheel is for the PWIDs to identify and tell the CPs, aka the caretakers of them, what emotions they are currently feeling, and yeah, so they'll better know how to identify their emotions. The backpack straps over here make the recorder behind look like a backpack. It was just an artistic choice. It looks nice, right? The recorder is sticked on with a Velcro so that it will prevent ripping off. Also, it's easier to clean the bear without damaging the recorder, and it's also easier to charge the recorder, so it's a win-win situation. Okay, how do you do? Oh. GABA benefits both the CP and the PWIDs. Let's go through the CP first though. The CP will be able to hear the recordings of the PWIDs and better empathize and understand with them. This will increase their understanding and also make the caretaking process of them much easier as they are able to understand what they don't like, what they like, and how to better take care of them. The PWIDs, on the other hand, they have a safe space to vent out their emotions, and it helps to calm them down, as seen when we went to the Kranji marshes with the intellectually disabled. We witnessed some of the PWIDs experiencing stress and anxiety, and we witnessed the caretakers hug them, and it seemed to have calmed them down. So we incorporated that part of the experience into the bear because it's a bear. It's a common shape for hugging. So yes. It soothes their emotion and makes it so that they will not panic as much as before they hug the bear. The recorder behind also records their voices and makes it so that the CP can understand their emotions better and makes it so they will be able to have better care and like their needs will be attended to much better.
Okay, so why should you vote for our product? So basically, our product helps not only the CP, like Jerry mentioned, it does not only help the person with intellectual disabilities, but also the CP. It also, the product, since it's a physical product, it's a bear, then it will help the PWID emotionally and also physically.
Thank you for your kind attention. Do visit our booth for more detailed explanation.
All right. Thank you, Team Sapphire. You guys are the gem of our tomorrow. Haha, pun there. All right. Next in line, we have a team from the School of Science and Technology. Let's put our hands together for the next team, Team Pajamas.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kazu, and I'm from Team Pajamas. With me today is Yenzhao and Kieran. Next slide. First of all, I would like to give a huge thank you to all those who have supported us on our journey in ideation and innovation. So this is our take on the social communication bot. So first off, let's dive straight into the problem. Persons with intellectual disabilities face problems with communicating in their everyday life, as some of them might not understand the social cues and standard etiquette when approaching common social scenarios. For example, some of them, when texting online, they may not have the patience to wait for the other person to reply, or they may not know what tone to talk to someone in a conversation, resulting in them coming across as rude.
Right, our solution to this is a three-step approach to this unique problem called Friendly. Friendly is an intelligent AI-based social companion app developed based on Kiwi, which is a cross-platform Python framework. The app aims to cultivate better social skills and improve the social behaviors of people with intellectual disabilities. The developed solution has three major features: the training simulator, the sign language neural network, and the anti-spam engine.
So starting off with the first feature, this is a training simulator that's based on the TensorFlow Emo-Roberta model for natural language processing. And it does tasks such as emotions classification and sentiment analysis. So the user of the app will be provided with a prompt, and their answer will be recorded and graded, and feedback will be provided for them to improve their answers. This is basically a safe space that allows them to improve their social skills that are being used in conversations.
Some people with disabilities cannot verbally communicate. Therefore, our second feature is a sign language neural network. This sign language neural network recognizes sign language and is developed using a multi-layer perceptron deep learning model, and is optimized with one API deep neural network library. And it has the added functionality of creating your own unique sign languages.
The third feature that we have is an anti-spam engine, which is developed using OpenCV computer libraries and performs real-time template matching across different screens that the user has, and accurately detects and prevents spamming. This will allow the user to restrain his impulse to spam others when in common online social scenarios, which indirectly reduces the amount of aggressive or unhappy feedback that they might get from the other party. This way, we can train the user's discipline to wait for the other party's response in a common social online scenario. These three features combined together form Friendly, which is a no-cost solution, as in an AI social companion app, okay, which serves to inculcate socially acceptable behaviors online or in real life in people who are intellectually challenged. Thank you for listening. Do you guys have any questions?
Thank you, Team Pajamas. Yes, you can step off. All right, if you want to find out more about what they have in store, do head down to their booth over on that side, right? On your right, you are facing the stage. Now, wow, a bit loud. The next team is going to be pretty interesting. The team is called Twirling Grass. However, they are not here physically today because they have exams. And I think that's really great because it does show that there's a lot of rigor and determination that they have to even create a presentation for you to watch and see what they're doing, although they are busy with other stuff on their end as well. So do sit back, relax. A video will be shown in representation of what Twirling Grass has done. Is it ready? Oh, he say wait first. Okay. He say wait first. I will wait. Yeah. In the meantime, do take photos and do tag us at #engineeringgood, #tech4good as well as #T4G2022.
So this is just a quick video showcase to showcase how to use our app Speak.
No video.
We first open the app.
Don't have. Okay. Right. So it turns out Twirling Grass does not have a video per se. So if you are interested in what Twirling Grass has done, because they have done good work, right? They do have a booth nonetheless. So do visit their booth over at that site. At where the social communication board is. All right, so repeat that again. This is for Team Twirling Grass. Right, next in line, we have a team from SIT, the Singapore Institute of Technology, and this team is called the Avengers. So let's put our hands together for Team Avengers. Da, 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 da.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. We will be presenting, and we are Team Avengers. Myself, I am Heikel, the cute one, and this here is Darren, more charming one, and we will now begin. So, about our scope for today, it'll be quite simple: problem, solution, benefits, future work. Just really quick stuff. So first, about the problem. So what we realize is when you have chats, right? When you have work chats, you tend to have problems with spamming, as well as maybe, unfortunately, some users use profanities. So what we want to do is we want to encourage appropriate messaging behavior, and by doing so, we want to do it in the most automated way possible. So a little bit more about the organizers that we are working with. So we're working with Minds. What they want to do is empower individuals with special needs, and at the same time, enable them to participate in society fully. So, about our target audience, we are working with people from ages from 19 years and above, and they're able to use a social chat platform like Telegram without any issues. So the two issues, as I've mentioned before, is spamming as well as profanity. So spamming does not only constitutes of short bursts of messages. Instead, it could be like I send a text in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. All of the same content, but I am unable to control myself to wait for an answer. So instead, I just keep on asking again and again. So that is what spamming falls under, and profanity is in itself explanatory. Right, so about our solution, our ComBot. Most elegant solution in the world, we have our architecture, which resides in Google Colab. Telegram as the peripheral, as well as Telegram bots as the moderator. So we actually reduce the amount of financial implications in implementing this product. Next, three main functionalities that we are looking towards. So first is temporary banning. So say perhaps I have created an offense of spamming. I will be removed from the group temporarily, and then I will be guided on to why I shouldn't do spamming. I will be quizzed on whatever content has been shared, and if I have the right answers, ding dong, I go to integration phase. So I will be integrated back into the chat, and I will go about my chats as per normal. So next, what benefits can our solution provide? Aside from whatever I've mentioned before, we will be able to reduce the amount of work hours implemented to curb this issue, and we will also have, or rather, the Mind staff will be able to put these working hours into more fruitful tasks, and then we are also looking towards keeping the production part low cost and versatile. So it doesn't just stop at spamming and integration, spamming and profanity, but it can span across any issues that you have in a chat. Then lastly is one of the key features, or personally I feel is the key feature, is reinforcement learning. We want to make sure that whoever uses this become a better person the next day. And lastly, future work. So for future work, as Mind staff are constantly working, some users may prefer to use audio messages instead. So then we will translate the audio into a text form automatically. So then the staff will be able to read instead of having to hear to the audio messages. Next is tracking of emotions. So from whatever you type, we will be able to sieve out some emotions that you might be feeling. And then from there, if you tend to be on the negative side, we will flag you up to a mentor and say, hey, maybe this person needs more help. You want to come down and maybe check on this person. And then next is to provide statistics. So statistical analysis is actually very powerful. You're able to help a person's growth towards the correct path. And for example, if I have issues with profanities all the time, I would probably be flagged as someone who needs more personal touch. And lastly, language support. Singapore, multi-racial country. I'm not going to be very, political, but yeah, let's just cover all languages. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. A round of applause for me. Thank you.
A round of applause for both of you. Both of you. Well done, well done. Da, 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 da. Thank you, Team Avengers. And last but not least, under the category of social communication bot, we have the team from Pei Hwa Secondary School. Let's put our hands together as we invite on stage Team Weight Impact.
Testing. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Caleb, and this is Jun Heng, and we are the team Weight Impact from Pei Hwa Secondary School. And today, we hope that you're having a wonderful time here at the Tech for Good Festival. And today, we're going to be introducing to you our humble little chatbot named Speak. Okay, but before I get ahead of myself, let me give you a bit of background information on what inspired us to make Speak. Next slide, Jun. Now, after much discussion with our community partners, we have realized that the issue is that people with intellectual disabilities find it hard to express their ideas on a day-to-day basis, be it with their overzealous demeanor or them being too shy to speak. And what this happens, it causes the other party to either ignore them or even feel offended by their behavior. Therefore, this might make the person feel sad and dejected after a particular interaction. Therefore, Speak is here to help. So what exactly is Speak? Speak is an application made by us that offers day-to-day social etiquette tips to help the person, the user, keep up with the social norms in their day-to-day life. And we even offer jokes and motivational and encouraging speech to motivate them and calm the user after a particularly bad interaction. So with saying this, I'll pass my time now to Jun Heng, which will tell you all about the prototype.
Okay, hello everybody. So I'm just gonna show you a short video of us showcasing the prototype with me narrating over it. Yeah, is it?
So this is just a quick video showcase to showcase how to use our app Speak. When you first open the app, you'll see this encouragement message of the day, and then you'll be brought to the home screen. At the home screen, you can press this big pressing button to bring up a randomly generated social etiquette tip. Refresh it by clicking on another tab and going back to the first tab, and then you get a new social etiquette tip. If you want to save a social etiquette tip to your list of favorites, simply click on it and then press the Add to Favorites button. You can see this list of favorites that you can access from the settings menu. Next is the jokes and encouragement tabs. So these tabs both serve the same purpose, which is to help encourage and cheer up the user after they might have a bad social interaction where they might feel dejected after. So this encouragement or these messages here is actually the same list of messages that you see when you first start up the app. Next is the chatbot feature. So this is still a development in progress, and essentially what it does is that it will allow you to practice the social etiquette tips you learn from here into an AI that will simulate an actual online conversation, and you have options to pick on how to respond. And if you did well, it will congratulate you. If you did wrong, it will tell you what you did wrong and how you can improve. Lastly is the settings menu. So this is a tutorial, and you can go through a tutorial to see the core functionality of features of our app to take advantage of the app fully. And next is the conversation mode. So conversation mode, what it does is that it actually gives speak a real life application, so that when you're in a conversation, you can actually click in conversation mode, and then you will bring up the screen where you'll constantly play a random social media tip when you're wearing headphones, of course, and randomly play a random social media tip while having a conversation, so that you can always remember at the back of your head to practice proper social etiquette.
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna cut short the video there, so I'll explain it to you in person. So this is the home screen of the app, and it allows you to see either a random social etiquette tip or the list of all the social etiquette tips. And you can press on the specific list to save it to your favorites. And next, this is the jokes or encouragement tab. So as mentioned during the video, this is meant to cheer up the user after they might have a bad social interaction, and they might feel dejected, so they can come to this tab to cheer them up. So then lastly, this is the favorites and conversation mode tabs. So the conversation mode can allow users to get a random social etiquette tip while they're outside or while they are in a conversation. So they will always remember to practice proper social etiquette. And the list of favorites is just a list to show you all your favorite social etiquette tips. And so lastly, why choose Speak? So Speak can help users to learn valuable social etiquette tips, as well as educate them on how they can have good social interactions with people. And as mentioned earlier, we also as mentioned earlier, they also get dejected after they have a bad social interaction, so they can go to the encouragement tab to cheer them up. And then to practice all this, we're also planning to add the chatbot feature, which will allow them to practice all the social etiquette tips they have learned. And lastly, we also wanted to integrate Speak into a real-life conversation, so we also added conversation mode. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Team Weight Impact. Thank you so much. Right, if you are curious to find out a bit more, no question, don't worry. Right, if you are curious to find out a bit more about what they have in store for you and what their concept is, feel free to go over to their booth over on that side where the social communication board is. Right, now we're going to reverse a little bit. The weight impact not so heavy. The Avengers haven't avenged yet. We're going to go back to Twirling Grass. Right, where Twirling Grass has created a video for us to watch on their behalf, as they're not here physically today, although they do have a booth at the social communication board area over there. So, is the video ready? Great. So sit back, relax, open to the whole concourse. Do have your eyes on the screen and watch out for the video by Twirling Grass.
Hello, we are Team Twirling Grass. Today we would like to share with you about our chatbot, Aware Avocado. On the left, you have Shihui and I'm Yingjie on the right. We have known each other since university and are interested in learning to create innovative technological solutions for problems that persons with disabilities face. By joining this event, we hope to create a positive impact. Malcolm is our mentor for this project. He's an associate professor with the Singapore Institute of Technology ICT cluster. Through mentoring teams in this event, he hopes to guide the teams to develop ICT solutions to improve the lives of persons with disabilities. For this project, Minds is our community partner. Our chatbot, Aware Avocado, also known as Avo, will mainly target persons with intellectual disabilities who are high functioning. Most of them are able to type, speak, and understand simple terms and sentences. The aim of Avo is to help the PWIDs identify their emotions and thoughts when distressed. Avo is built using Google Dialogflow. When in distress, the PWIDs can converse with Avo to work through their emotions and thoughts. As shown on the slides, Avo can be trained to recognize inputs by the PWIDs. It can then provide the PWIDs with the relevant responses. With more training, Avo can interact more naturally and accurately with the users. Now I'll pass the time on to Shihui, who will share more about our chatbot.
So why do we need Avo? When PWIDs experience distress, they may face difficulty in expressing their emotions and thoughts. In turn, they may approach the staff members at Minds to seek emotional support and validation. The staff members would then help the PWIDs to work through their emotions and thoughts by asking questions such as, what happened? How are you feeling now? This process can therefore help the PWIDs to better cope with their emotions. Unfortunately, staff members may not be always available to respond immediately, especially to online messages. As such, it may take some time before the PWIDs get attended to. ABO can thus come in to fill this gap and support the PWIDs. Here's a little demonstration to share with you how ABO works. Moving on, in terms of possible future plans for ABO, although it's not integrated into any applications currently, it could be integrated into various messaging platforms such as WhatsApp and Telegram in the future. This way, ABO can also be programmed to alert staff members of the PWIDs who may require additional support after speaking with ABO. So why vote for us? Aware Avocado aims to help both the PWIDs and the staff members at Minds. By implementing this solution, the PWIDs can obtain immediate support and eventually become better at expressing their emotions and thoughts. The staff members can also focus on PWIDs who are in a higher level of distress. Show us some love by voting for us today. Thank you!
Alright, and that is the video by Twirling Grass.